The 1-0 Dallas Cowboys fly into Washington, D.C. to battle the 0-1 Washington Redskins in FedEx Field. The Cowboys started the season on fire, while the Redskins lost a huge lead to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Redskins will start Adrian Peterson at running back. They hope he can spark a running game for the Redskins against the Cowboys. Will the Redskins defense have enough to stop the Dallas receiving corps? Will Zeke have a bigger meal against the Redskins? The Redskins do not want to start the season 0-2, and especially 0-2 in the NFC East division. Will the Redskins pull off an upset, or will Dak Prescott and the Cowboys run wild on the Redskins? Find out in the next episode of TGK TV. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to TGK TV. It's your boy TGK, and I'm sorry about such a late in the week upload, but we're gonna do a 2-in-1 upload today. We're gonna do an overview, and then we're gonna jump straight into the predictions. So let's go. So our Dallas Cowboys are flying to Washington, D.C. to take on the Washington Redskins inside of FedEx Field. In the last 10 matchups between these two rivals, the Dallas Cowboys are a 7-3. Yes, that's right, a 7-3 in the last 10 matchups. Now, when it comes to our overall record against the Redskins, when it comes to our historical win-loss tie record, the Cowboys are 71-45-2. We are basically owning this entire rivalry. This really isn't a rivalry anymore. It's just right now in Washington, they're having Cowboys week. And when Washington comes to Dallas, it's just another game to us. The only rival here is that the Redskins still looks at the Cowboys as a rival, and the Cowboys, we just on the bigger and better things. Now, this version of the Washington Redskins is a little different. They have a different quarterback. Last year they had Alex Smith, broke his foot horribly, and now they have Case Keenum. Case Keenum had them looking decent last week until they blew that lead, but they have a different passer of the ball back there. I think if the Dallas Cowboys pressure him, he's not going to be too much of a problem. I don't see the Washington Redskins receivers being too much of a threat. So this is going to basically boil down to Adrian Peterson. Because of the Washington Redskins running back Darius, he got hurt. They ended up activating Adrian Peterson. And Adrian Peterson was basically a healthy scratch last week. So now they're going to start him against the Cowboys. And it's like, oh, we're going to get the old AP. We're going to get an old AP. It's not going to be the AP of old. I'll tell you that much. So if they're looking for him to do some kind of running and sparking their offense, there might be a drive where AP really gets off and gets going. But I don't see anything that the Washington Redskins has for the Cowboys to basically make us worry about anything, really. Now, Dak Prescott should have a field day when it comes to this Washington Redskins secondary. The secondary sucks. They got destroyed and shredded by an old Deshaun Jackson. So if the Cowboys did what we did last week against the Giants, imagine what we're going to do against the Redskins. Now, the grass is a little different. The grass is more thicker. It's an actual natural grass in comparison to the Cowboys Stadium. So we're not going to have all the speedsters out there, but our speed is still going to be far better than anything the Redskins have to defend us with. So I'm going to call it a Michael Gallup special in this game. I think Michael Gallup is going to have a hell of a game. So I called it. Look out for it. Michael Gallup will have a huge game, and he will get a touchdown or two against the Washington Redskins. You heard it first here on TGK TV. Now, in the game against the Giants, Ezekiel Elliott only had 13 attempts to run the ball. He had one touchdown. He had, I think, one or two catches. Cool. In the Redskins game, I totally anticipate that Zeke is going to get at least 20 carries. And as far as his stats historically against the Redskins, he is averaging 109 scrimmage yards with at least one touchdown in each game against the Washington Redskins. So I kind of see that. I see at least 85 rushing yards, a good 25 to 30 pass receiving yards, and a good touchdown. I see Zeke Elliott starting to take on a bigger meal and a bigger load when it comes to playing for the Dallas Cowboys, and he should increase that against the Washington Redskins. All right, guys, so let's get into this prediction of this game. The Dallas Cowboys are basically favored by 2 field goals. They're favored by 5.5 points in this game. I'll take them, but I think I'll take even more points. I think we're going to win by a couple of, I would say by 20 points. That's going to be my prediction. The over-under is 46.5. I'll take the over by barely a half to 47 points. I see the Dallas Cowboys being able to control this game. I think they'll start out slow because the crowd will be into it, and the Redskins players, they don't want to lose this game. They definitely don't want to go 0-2 in the division. So they're going to give it their all in the first quarter, and then the Cowboys should be able to really gain control of this entire game. I see the Cowboys and Dak Prescott. I really see Dak Prescott having another 300-yard game, probably 2 to 3 touchdowns, and I see the score being 34-13 with a total score of 47 points combined. So you heard it here first. The Dallas Cowboys are going to win 34-13, and that will make your Dallas Cowboys a 2-0 to start the season, and the Washington Redskins basically will continue to spiral downward. It can be a trap game. You don't know what can happen. This is an NFC East foe, but at the end of the day, we just have too much talent to even allow a team like the Redskins that doesn't have that much talent stay in the same ball game or on the same field with us. Anyway, guys, let me hear you sign off in the comments below. It's been your boy TGK, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.